Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Talk Learn English podcast. My name is Emma, and today I'm really excited because we are going to talk about something that can completely change your life. The topic is discipline, how to be more disciplined in your daily life, and why it matters so much. And while we talk about this topic, you are also practicing your English. You will learn new words, new phrases, and also gain motivation for your own journey. So let's dive in together.
Hi friends, this is John. I'm so glad you are here with us today. Discipline is one of those topics that people talk about a lot, but many of us find it difficult to practice. Sometimes we think motivation is enough, but actually motivation can come and go. Discipline is what keeps us moving forward even on the days when we feel tired, lazy, or unmotivated. That's why this conversation is important, not only for your personal life, but also for your English learning journey.
So let's begin by asking a simple question. What exactly is discipline? For me, discipline means choosing long-term benefits over short-term comfort. For example, you might want to watch TV at night, but instead you decide to read a few pages of a book in English. Or maybe you don't feel like exercising, but you still put on your shoes and go for a short walk. Discipline is not about being strict or punishing yourself. It's more about making choices that are good for you, even when they are not easy. The truth is, nobody feels motivated all the time. But discipline is like an anchor. It keeps you steady, no matter how you feel.
I completely agree, and I would also add that discipline is not about perfection. Many people think, if I fail once, I'm not disciplined. That's not true. Discipline is about consistency, not perfection. If you miss one day, you can always come back the next day. What matters is that you keep showing up, again and again. Think about learning English. Even 15 minutes of practice every day is much more powerful than studying for 3 hours once a month.
Now let's talk about why discipline is so important. Imagine your life without it. You might have big dreams. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to get a better job. Or maybe you want to become fluent in English. But without discipline, those dreams stay only dreams. They don't turn into reality. Because goals need action, and discipline is the force that pushes you to take action every single day. I think discipline gives us a kind of freedom. When we are disciplined, we are not controlled by laziness or distractions. Instead, we are in control of our own future.
That's so true. I often tell people that discipline is like a bridge. On one side of the bridge, you have your goals, things you want in your life. On the other side of the bridge, you have success, the place where your goals become reality. And what connects the two sides? Discipline. Without that bridge, you can stand on one side forever, just dreaming. But with discipline, you can walk across the bridge and reach the other side.
So the question is, how do we build discipline? Let me share some simple but powerful steps. First, you need to start small. Many people make the mistake of trying to change everything at once. For example, they say, I will study English for 2 hours every day, but after 2 or 3 days, they feel tired and quit. Instead, start with something very small, maybe 10 minutes a day. Small steps are easier to follow, and they help you build a strong habit. Second, create a routine. Discipline becomes easier when it's part of your daily life. For example, you can listen to this podcast every morning while drinking your coffee. Or you can read one English article every night before bed. When it's a routine, you don't need to think about it. You just do it automatically.
That's excellent advice, Emma, and I want to add 2 more steps. Third, remove distractions. We live in a world full of distractions: social media, TV, endless notifications on our phones. If you want to study or work, but your phone keeps buzzing, it's very hard to stay focused. So, turn off your phone or put it in another room for a while. Create a space where you can fully concentrate. And finally, be patient. Discipline is like a muscle. You cannot become strong in one day. You need to train it, little by little. In the beginning, it may feel difficult, but the more you practice, the stronger you become. And soon, the actions that once felt hard will become natural, even easy.
Let me share a story. One of our listeners, Maria, sent us a message a few months ago. She wanted to improve her English, but after work she was always tired. She felt that she had no energy. At first, she tried to study for 1 hour every night, but she gave up after 1 week. Then she decided to try a different approach. She made a plan, just 10 minutes every evening. That was all. At the beginning, it seemed too small, but after a while she noticed something amazing. After 3 months, her vocabulary grew. She could understand more English movies, and she even had conversations with her colleagues. 10 minutes became a habit, and sometimes she studied even longer. What made the difference? Not motivation, not talent, but discipline.
That's a beautiful story. It shows us that small, consistent actions really do make a big difference. Many people think they need to do something huge, but actually the secret is to stay disciplined with small steps. Maria's story is proof that if you keep going, you will succeed.
So, my friends, remember this. Discipline is the key that opens the door to success. Start small, stay consistent, and don't give up. You can improve your English, and you can also improve your life.
Thank you for joining us today on the Talk Learn English podcast. We hope this conversation gave you both language practice and motivation.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share it with your friends. And don't forget, every single day is a chance to practice, to learn, and to grow.
Stay disciplined, stay strong, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.